Hi everyone. So, as this title suggests, today let's discuss about how do we overcome the loneliness, right? So, yeah, let's get into the topic. Today, I'm going to discuss this under the three main subheadings. Firstly, why people actually feel lonely, and then is it okay to feel lonely, or is anything wrong with the people itself, right? And finally, what are the steps, what are the precautions that you should be taking in order to overcome the feeling of loneliness? So first of all, feeling lonely is one of the difficult thing because currently we are living in a generation where we are closely connected through social networks and but very widely dispersed in terms of actual relationships, right? And I'll come to that point. So, but yeah, this very important and very serious concern that actually should be overcome. So first of all, why people actually feel lonely? First and foremost reason is the social media. Okay. Now the problem with the social media is that it amplifies everything. So, okay. If someone is little happy, it shows so much happy. If someone is little sad, it shows that they are actually so much sad because you got so many reels, so much of filters, the songs associated with so many things, right? It's always social media works actually on that way. It's always try to amplify the emotion. That's how social media survives. So when you go into social media, you are preparing your studies very seriously. When you go to social media, you'll see some engineering friends or some other graduate friends, other friends who have already cleared their examinations. They are posting some good stuff. There is nothing wrong in that, but they are posting good stuff. You'll try to relate yourself with that. I should have been there. I should have done this. They might be posting something good with their families. My family, I wish my family should have been like this. I wish I had so the same feeling or same time that these people are enjoying. Some people are enjoying on Diwali while I was studying for my examination. So all this stuff comes into your mind. So that's the reason social media is one of the biggest amplifier toward all the emotional, most of the emotional problem that we are currently facing, and that's why it's one of the most fragile generation that we are living currently. That's why understand that social media is a major concern for you. And second reason why people feel lonely is because of a family issues. So usually when people have some issues, they'll go and vet out with their family, share with their family. What if the family itself is an issue, or what if the family itself don't understand that there is no healthy relationship or peace in the family itself, right? There comes a major problem. So unfortunately, you cannot choose your family, right? You cannot choose your parents, your brothers, or anyone. So that is the reason, one of the major reason. And at this stage, as a student, you cannot change anything about it, but understand that it's actually one of the issues, because understanding issues is core step first step towards solving any problem. And third thing is overthinking. You overthink so much. One of the reasons why you feel lonely because you overthink so much, and then you over expect from the people. What is these two means? So you see on the social media that so and so people are posting, maybe a girl and boy is posting that as a best friend, some of them posting as relations, or some of them posting with their parents or with their mother, right? You try to replicate the same thing with your existing partners, friends, and everything, and those people don't replicate the same thing with you, right? You are getting this thing. So now here comes the problem. Over expectations come from this, right? And when you expect something from outside of you, believe me, 99% of the times it won't happening that way. Okay. It's not that not everyone will share. Almost everyone won't share the same feeling that you have with the other person. And that's how the world works, right? That's how the world actually operates. So when you see all this, when you over expect there's something from them and they don't replicate that thing, and you over, again you will feel that this person is not replicating the way I wanted, so it means that he's not in, he's not in my zone, my circle. Now I'm lonely again. So that there comes the problem. So these are the major four issues. One is the social media, right, or the smartphone you can say, and then the family issue, then overthinking, and then over expectation from relations. So these four of them are interconnected with each other, right? Because of social media, right, you over over expect from the people, even your family. but family sucks, friends sucks, relation sucks, again you feel lonely. So everything is interrelated. Now coming to the point whether it is okay to feel lonely or is anything wrong with ourselves. First of all, it's completely okay by feeling lonely. Even today after clearing my chartered accountancy, I'm earning very very good salary, right? And I you travel very often, try to travel very often, read lots of books. I feel lonely every single moment, every single day. There was days I used to cry a lot. I mean, not just that much, but yes, I feel to used to feel lots of emotion as a student. That why I'm feeling so lonely, right? Why I'm stuck with this course. But after clearing, after clearing this course, I mean today when started feeling lonely, then I realized that this is where the life will be. Okay, it's not as fantasy as it's shown in the movies or not in read in the novels. So it's time for you to accept that we are living one of the fragile generations, right? So because it's not the first time that the people are lonely. Even from the ancient days, man used to travel in the suburban regions of Alaska and everything, deserts and the forestry, maybe one or two people hardly, because there are not so much of population those days. But there are no as many emotional issues that days when you compare with the now. The major reason being because, as I said, it's a social media world, right? You feel everything much bigger than the actually the problem it is. So that's why I'm saying it's a normal thing that you feel lonely. Okay, even if you when you are feeling lonely, try to speak with people, don't expect anything from them, or you may go for a long walk, which I usually do. I even go to walk at 12 and 1, and I try to enjoy my own self or my own presence itself. Try to will come to the solution. But yeah, as I was saying, it's totally fine when you feel lonely, right? Then is there anything wrong with you? There is nothing wrong with you, but there is something wrong with our environment itself, right? I'm not saying I am wrong, I'm not saying you are wrong. I'm saying that the thing that whatever is surrounded within you, the social media, whether it may be, or the family issues you are having, or the friends or the relations you are having. I'm not trying to point out toward the person, I'm trying to point out toward the life situation itself, right? So those are the major issue. So there is something wrong with them, and it's time for us to start fixing those issues, right? Now how to overcome the this social media addiction. First and foremost suggestion I will give you is try to get away with the social media as long as you are not okay with, right? As at least what I used to do for 1 month or 2 months, I completely switched off myself from social media and use it very lightly for some days, then again switch off. So I used to do it as a break wise. So you can try that. Or remove your smartphone itself and get some analog normal, what you said, digital smart normal phone, feature phone, that get that feature phone. But try to get away from the social media itself, because as I saying, there is no solution to it. Only solution is getting away from that. If you are feeling lonely, there are people who are okay with that, managing social media and the studies, but I am not that kind of a person, at least. That's why I kept myself away from the social media completely. You can actually try that, because it really works and it will work, because social media is an amplifier of problems. And the second thing, as I was saying, family issues. You cannot solve your family issues, right? Even after going so much, I cannot solve many of my family issues. Keeping that aside, so then how do you overcome your family issues itself? If you have anything, try to speak with them, tell them this is the issue I'm having with you, I'm not able to concentrate on my studies, can you be quiet? If not, try to get away from them, try to take a separate room, or separate try to move to a hostel or something. Try to remove yourself from that environment itself for some days. Okay, eventually maybe your family will know value, your presence is missing, then maybe they will change. Even after they are not changing, then maybe continue staying alone, or I mean with friends, some other different environment. Maybe you'll be able to overcome that. But yes, don't try to fix the family right now, because that is not going to change very easily, because elders comes with a fixed mindset, they don't want to change anything. They will never change, and believe me. So that's why try to, as much as try to explain them, if they still they are not listening, try to uh, keep that thing itself, the issues itself outside of your environment. So let's just figure out how you can do that thing. But yes, you just have to keep that as much as possible that you can afford to keep it aside, right? So figure it out. Then coming to overthinking over expectations from the people, right? Now, how you solve this problem? First of all, it's time for you to understand that life is supposed to be lonely. I'm not trying to speak some gyan here or spiritual thing, but it's supposed to be lonely. There are see, just think, don't think yourself as some superior race. First of all, you're just one more living being on this earth, right? So think of as a flower. Think of a, maybe a dog or a cat. How many dogs you might have? Any person have only one dog, one cat maybe. Flowers grow by themselves. Do you think they are feeling lonely? Only why? Human things, because we always feel that we are some deserving candidate. We have emotions, imaginations, and there the problem arises, right? So use the emotion as much as it is required for you, right? So understand that, accept that, and surrender yourself to the problem itself. You are feeling lonely, don't try to push away that, I'm feeling lonely. Don't complain yourself. Accept that you are lonely. Enjoy being with yourself. Enjoy the work that you are doing. So if you think that the work that you are doing has some purpose, some good intent, you have to immerse yourself into it. I used to immerse myself into studies a lot. I never felt lonely that times. That's why I'm saying, when the work that you are doing is very important for you, that you immerse yourself into that. And how you can do that? You can do that only when you are in present. So try to be learn to be in the present. Don't bring your mind every time onto the present. I'll try to make a video once how you can be in the present moment. But yes, don't think that you are some superior way. Feeling lonely is bad. Some over expectation, that person I'm missing, this person I'm missing, some relationships I need, some friends I need, my family should have been good. All those if questions, just stop asking those questions to yourself. Just try to accept that. That's what Zen principles say, that accept that your life sucks and it's totally fine. Whatever the thoughts coming to your mind, just let them come, let them go away. You don't take your thoughts very seriously, right? Just one more thought, right? So it will come and it will go. Once upon a time I got a thought that I want to become a scientist or engineer, right? I haven't took it very seriously. So that's as simple as that. So don't take every thought. You're not supposed to take every thought very seriously, first of all, right? That's what Zen principle says. That's why, uh, just try to be in that moment, and then you can easily able to overcome the loneliness. The primary reason for loneliness is the feeling of lonely itself. That's how the system works actually. So if you feel that you are lonely, you will become even more lonely. If you feel that you don't have someone is not loving you, you will feel lonely. If you feel that you deserve more love, you will feel lonely. So that's why I'm saying, the the very act of feeling that you don't have something itself creates more space there. It creates you even more negative, even more lonely. So that's why don't try to think that way. Accept whatever comes in your life, right? So yep, these are some of the things that I wanted to say. I haven't prepared much, just random thoughts, whatever coming into mind. I read a lot of books, and I personally gone through all of these stages, and even now I'm feeling. But today I'm more of into an acceptance mode, so that's why I'm able to overcome this feeling right now. I'm able to share with some of my peers, may and then juniors maybe. So yeah, let me know if something is there in the comment section. This is Durga Prasad, Chartered Accountant, signing off. Thank you.